Hey guys, what is up? It's Legion of Gaming here, and we are back today with another episode of our Mass Effect 2 Legendary Edition Let's Play on Insanity difficulty. In the last episode, we went ahead and did the Normandy crash site assignment, as well as did a little bit of exploring of the Normandy itself and getting to know the crew. So now we are on Omega, and we have a few assignments here, like getting special ingredients, getting Ceres Ice Brandy, and these FBA couplings, as well as these dossier missions here on Omega and talking to Aria Talok. Now, the Normandy special ingredients will obviously be on the Citadel, like we can see here, but we can do these two while we are here, as well as recruit some squad members. The easiest ones to recruit basically are going to be Zaid and Kasumi, because you can basically just talk up to them and they join you, and then you complete their loyalty missions, and then you get their loyalty. But we're not going to be starting off with them, because once you complete a certain number of the missions, then you get automatically triggered into one of the main story missions. So we want to first recruit a few people here so we can go ahead and start getting things like our upgrades and things like that. And this is just kind of the map that it shows you. Anytime you see the little dollar sign next to it, it means that it's a little merchant. So first thing we're going to do is come on over here and talk to this guy, which is Zaid.
Please, you have to help me.
No one said you could talk, jackass.
You Zaid Masani?
Yeah, that's me. You must be Commander Shepard. Hey, we have a galaxy to save.
So, Zaid basically acts almost the exact same way that Rex does in Mass Effect 1, where he's just supposed to be that grizzled, old merc character who's just always going hard, always down to just do whatever he wants to do. So very much an enjoyable character here. But let's ask what all he knows.
I assume you've been briefed?
I've done my homework. Cerberus sent me everything I needed to know.
Who's your friend?
My contacts told me we're picking up one man, not two.
Batarian delinquent. Pissed off someone rich enough to hire me to go after him. And for my bring him in alive rates even.
Please, I didn't do it.
I said shut it. Tried to lead me on a chase all over the systems. He should have known better. These people always run to Omega.
What's next for him?
What's gonna happen to him?
I'm gonna turn him in for the bounty. Don't much care what happens after that.
You and Cerberus.
What's your relationship with Cerberus?
Easy. Cerberus is paying me a lot of money to help you on your mission. That's the long and short.
Not many mercs would take a suicide mission for the pay.
Most mercs don't get an offer like the one Cerberus sent me. This mission doesn't sound like good business, but your elusive man can move a lot of credits.
Welcome aboard.
Good to have you, Zaid. We have a lot to do.
That's what they tell me. I assume the elusive man told you about our arrangement.
No, he didn't.
No. I guess he decided to leave that information out of the dossier.
Good thing I asked. Picked up a mission a little while back, just before I signed on with Cerberus. Thought you might be interested. You heard the name Vito Santiago? He's the head of the Blue Suns, runs the whole organization. Seems he recently captured an Eldfell Ashland refinery on Zoya and is using their workers for slave labor. The company wants it dealt with.
We can do that.
I'll make sure we get that done.
Good. Get it out of the way so we can concentrate on being big goddamn heroes. I better turn this thing in before it starts to stink. I'll be locked and loaded next time you're ready to get some killing done.
And so the main reason that I usually come do this is so that I can just get rid of Jacob. Because, like I was saying before, his weapon loadout is not really conducive to what the playstyle is that I like to do. Whenever you land on any of these planets like the Citadel or here and anywhere else, you can always go back to this spot where you start and hit request new squad member, and then you can go over here and select anyone. Now what Zaid also has the same little abilities here. We're just gonna go and put all of his points on mercenary veteran, and then you can pick what you want to prioritize. Basically, you're kind of trading off a little bit of extra health for weapons damage, so you get like 5% extra health or more than that in weapons damage, so I usually take the weapons damage here. And then you can also go over here to the areas that you saw on the map. You know, they want us to go straight to Afterlife. You can go down over there, and that's where the markets and everything is, but for right now, let's just go see what all's going on with Aria.
Aria's expecting me.
Annoyed. It's you.
So right here is an
What are
opportunity
you looking at?
for us to get some more Paragon points.
Don't you have something better to do than pick fights with people you don't know?
No, just the ones who get in my face.
You see my gun. Do you really want to do this?
Fine. You're off the hook. For now. See you around.
So there's a lot of just little +5s that are kind of scattered throughout the whole game, so as long as you just keep stacking those up. Remember, we want to keep racking it up before we go and actually put points into this, because if you go look at this right here, you can see that the Paragon Renegade is all percentage based, right? So obviously the higher your base is, the bigger your percentage is. So we'll go ahead and get this as the bottle of Ceres Ice Brandy, which I think if you go into any of the bars in the game, you have the opportunity to purchase this. You can also have these little random interactions here with your characters.
I knew a bar out on the front that looked like this. Me and some friends got stupid one night. Long story short, Templars fled, followed by pistols. We all got out, except my buddy Narco. Places like this are slaughterhouses dressed as nightclubs. I shit you not.
So then you can also go on down here, and you might recognize this NPC. It is Miss Helena Blake, who is the one who had us eliminate all of her fellow crime syndicate partners and then took over herself. And then since we were at Paragon, we made her dismantle that entire network. So let's see what she's been up to.
Commander Shepard? Is that you? I'd heard you were dead. I'm Helena Blake. We met a few years ago. I don't expect you'd remember. You removed 2 criminal warlords from power and persuaded me to retire. I'll never forget it.
Why are you here?
What brings you to Omega?
What brings anyone to Omega? Opportunity, success, failure, all of the above. I find this place suits me. I can bring it a certain air of civility, I suppose.
I told you to straighten up.
And now you're on Omega. Once a criminal, always a criminal, eh?
Oh no, Commander. I retired. I know better than to go back on my word with you. You convinced me to turn my life around. I'm a social worker now, believe it or not.
A social worker on Omega?
That seems like a hopeless job in a place like this.
Quite the opposite, actually. This place needs it more than most. Doing the good work in a place like this requires that one understand how things truly work, which makes me uniquely qualified.
How noble of you.
That's more noble than I expected.
Noble? No. It's just that someone came along a few years ago and made me see the error of my ways. You convinced me that I could use my contacts and skills for things other than smuggling and exploitation. I thank you for that.
Good to hear.
Well, I'm glad to hear you're keeping out of trouble.
Thank you. This is all to your credit, Commander.
Goodbye.
I have to go.
Of course. You must have more important things to do.
And so that's just a unique dialogue you get by obviously doing the first game. Also, if you come down here, there is another person that you might recognize.
So, either of you ever been to the Citadel?
They haven't, but I have.
Shepard? I heard you were dead. I had a party and everything. No hard feelings, though, huh? No, really. Thanks for taking the time to chase a small-time crook off the Citadel so I could squat in this shithole for years.
You're welcome.
And if you leave the straight and narrow, I'll be there to follow up.
Right, because you don't have planets to save and bigger shit like that. Nothing better to do than keep me down. Goddamn saviors of the galaxy, messing with a man's living.
So we get a little 2 Paragon there. And then right here is just the little exit out of here, because you can't get through this way yet. It's part of a quest later on in the game. If you want, you can go watch the dancer or whatever over there, and then you can go dance around the dance floor with the other patrons. But right here is a chance for some more Paragon. Critical mission failure. Not really.
Shepard, are you alright?
What happened?
What's going on here?
You ought to be all right. Just take her easy. Looks like you broke the first rule of Omega. Don't order a drink at Afterlife if you're human.
Afterlife hates humans?
Humans aren't welcome at Afterlife?
It's just that one Batarian bartender. He's got a stick up his ass about a bunch of Batarians that died a while back. No one does a thing about it, though. Humans ain't exactly held in high regard around here.
So I was poisoned.
That bartender tried to poison me?
Tried is the word. As far as I know, you're the first human to survive it. Me and my friend Jake went there to celebrate our new shipping business. He got real drunk, and an hour later, he was puking blood.
Thanks for the advice.
Duly noted. Let's get back to work.
Be careful out there.
Alright, so this actually goes and puts you out right here by this. And so there's a few things you can do with all the shopkeepers basically to gain a little bit of Paragon, where you get like a little discount with their shop. This guy has multiple things you can
Might
do.
interest you in some salvage tech? Every credit goes toward a ticket to get me off this forsaken rock.
Maybe we can cut a deal.
I buy a lot of parts and equipment. Maybe we can make an arrangement.
Well, you seem like a decent person, but you can't breathe a word of it to Harrod.
Of course.
Then we have a deal. Maybe I'll at least sell something to you.
Why are you here?
What brought a nice kid like you to Omega?
My pilgrimage. What money I had got stolen within a few days, so I decided to sell salvage parts. You can see how that turned out. Harrod's forcing me to sell high, and I can't even afford a ticket off this station.
Tell me about Harrod.
Why does Harrod control your prices?
Harrod made me swear not to undercut it, no matter what. He was here first, so it's his right. But no one will buy from me when he's so much cheaper. I can't save enough money for a ticket off the station.
I could pay your way.
How much do you need to get off Omega?
I still need 1,000 credits to pay my way, but I couldn't let you do that. This is my mistake on my pilgrimage. It's my problem.
And then you want to pick, I'll have a talk with Harrod.
I could go talk to Harrod for you. Get him to ease up.
I won't stop you. If you can convince him to lay off, then maybe I'll get off this station after all. His shop's up the ramp, near where Marsh sells his goods. Anything you can do will be much appreciated.
Goodbye.
I have to go.
Please check with my kiosk to see what I have for sale. And thank you.
Alright, and so now you just go right on up there. You get 5 Paragon for that. Can also go right here.
I might have
This guy's
something
Marsh.
Not much.
I'm in the mood to spend some money, but I think I can find better stuff elsewhere.
You won't find a better selection anywhere. Unless you're willing to risk the black market.
I'd rather deal with you than give money to those thieves. You sure we can't make a deal?
Look, I can't compete with the black market. I have to make a profit. I'll do what I can. But don't tell anyone or I'll lose my shirt.
And then there's 5 more. And basically you don't want to be buying anything from them if you're intending to do the discounts
This should come in handy.
until after. You can get this, which will give you bonus power damage and increased shield strength. Or you can just kind of pick and like cannibalize what all you're gonna do. I'm gonna get this helmet and watch that. No, we won't do that. We'll stick with the one we got. Don't really care that much about our sprint speed. Over here is Mr. Harriet, and as you saw, we did get a sniper rifle damage upgrade for our sniper rifle. You can go over the number because you saw it was like 1 of 5, right? You can find more than just 5 in the game by purchasing and by going through all the missions in the game. It just costs more and more each time you do the actual research at your terminal. But all the ones you buy here at the shops are just costing you credits and not the actual resources.
Tentatively excited. Welcome, human. What can I get for you?
Let's talk about the Quarian.
Tell me about your deal with the Quarian over there.
Suspicious. If I had made such a deal, I would certainly not be inclined to discuss it. Accusatory. I don't understand how it is any concern of yours.
Leave the Quarian alone.
What if you and I make a deal? You let him set his own prices, and I won't break your legs.
With barely contained terror, you drive a hard bargain, human.
I haven't even started.
Resignation. Very well. I will release the Quarian from his promise. Conciliatory. To show there is no ill will, I offer you a discount on my own wares.
I should be going.
I have things to do.
Courteously, have a fine day. Take a look at my kiosk if you want to
And so then you
buy.
get 5 more there. And so now you can get increased headshot damage, which is good for us. I am gonna get the hack module and the capacitor chest plate. Actually, I'm not gonna get this Black Storm. I'm considering the Terminus armor. I'm gonna look up and see how those are
I'll
in
take it.
terms of what the best armor is for what I'm gonna prioritize, because I do like shields. And if this, let's see, so that's all weapons. So if it's 10% extra ammo for all weapons, I feel like that's probably gonna be one of the better ones. Because I know that there is the Cerberus set, which is 10 to shields, I believe, and 10 to heavy weapon ammo. And so, in case you're wondering why we're going all the way back out this way, it's because we can't actually get in through the VIP section the way we're supposed to be, quote-unquote, doing it, so we just gotta go back through the regular Afterlife entrance and then go back where we're at Helena Lake. Back down the staircase. And now we're gonna confront this bartender here.
Do I know you? No, you humans all look the same. Here, have a drink on the house.
Nah, I'm good, bruh.
What do you think these people will do when they find out you're poisoning your customers?
Poisoning what now?
This has nothing to do with you.
Who's next? Turians? You don't like them either, right?
Answer the damn question, Forvan.
You want a piece of me? I'll leave your corpse for the fortune.
Not taking any chances.
So there we go, another 5 Paragon right there. And then we're going to come on back up here and talk with Aria now.
More than a one-night arrangement, we're here to help.
So we just go on over here.
That's close enough.
Stand still.
What's the scan for?
If you're looking for weapons, you're not doing a very good job.
Can't be too careful with dead specters. That could be anyone wearing your face.
I was told you're the person to talk to if I have questions.
They're clean.
Depends on the questions.
You run Omega?
I am Omega. But you need more. Everyone needs more something, and they all come to me. I'm the boss, CEO, queen, if you're feeling dramatic. It doesn't matter. Omega has no titled ruler and only one rule. Don't fuck with Aria.
Seems simple enough.
I like it. Easy to remember.
If you forget, someone will remind you.
And then I toss your sorry ass out the nearest airlock.
So, what can I do for you?
Now, interesting little fun fact, the person who is voicing Aria is actually the actress for Trinity in The Matrix. So if you've seen that and her voice sounds familiar to you, that would be why. So you can go and ask her about Omega, Aria, and why she's so indifferent towards Shepard, but basically it's because Aria just has a merc mentality with her approach to life, as you can tell by her #1 rule, right? And that's kind of just what she explains, is that she just wanted to create a haven where, you know, any mercenaries could come and do kind of whatever they wanted to do, and not be exactly fearing the reprisal of the Citadel Council and those things. So now we can ask her about Morden and Archangel.
I'm trying to track down Archangel.
You and half of Omega. You want him dead too?
Half of Omega?
Why's everyone after him?
He thinks he's fighting on the side of good. There is no good side to Omega. Everything he does pisses someone off. It's catching up to him.
Sounds perfect.
Just the kind of guy I'm looking for.
Really? Well, aren't you interesting? You're gonna make some enemies teaming up with Archangel. That's assuming you can get to him. He's in a bit of trouble right now.
Explain.
What kind of trouble?
The local merc groups have joined forces to take him down. They've got him cornered, but it sounds like they're having trouble finishing him off. They've started hiring anybody with a gun to help them. That could be our way in. They're using a private room for recruiting. Just over there. I'm sure they'll sign you up.
And so then you can continue to investigate here, and she'll basically tell you that all the major merc groups are after him, which in this instance is the Blue Suns, the Blood Pack, and there's one other one that I'm not remembering right now. But basically there's 3 main gangs that are on Omega, and they're really the merc groups that operate intergalactically. So then here you have I need more info about Archangel, and he's kind of just going to tell you that Archangel has just been causing trouble and disrupting business for the mercs, basically. So you can just say thanks and
I
be
appreciate
done with
the
it
help.
there.
See if you still feel that way when the mercs realize you're here to help him.
And then when you ask about Morden,
I'm looking for Morden Solus. Do you know where I can find him?
The Solarian doctor? Last I heard, he was trying to help plague victims in the quarantine zone. I always liked Morden. He's as likely to heal you as he is to shoot you.
you know him?
What can you tell me about him?
Used to be part of the Solarian Special Tasks Group. He's brilliant and dangerous. Just don't get him talking. He never shuts up. If you really need to find him, take a shuttle to the quarantine zone. No guarantee they'll let you in, of course.
Goodbye.
Thanks for the information.
Yes. Just try not to bring the plague back with you.
Alright, so we got our few missions here, so we're just gonna progress a few storylines simultaneously here by talking to the recruiter.
I hear you're recruiting.
Why don't you step inside? You'll get paid when the job's done, just like everyone else. Who's next? You three look like you could do some damage. Looking for a good fight?
Looking for Archangel.
Sure, if this is the place to go after Archangel.
This is the place. Standard fee is 500 credits each. You get paid when the job's done. If you die, your friends don't collect your share. You'll need your own weapons and armor. Looks like you got that covered. And no, this does not make you a member of the Blue Suns, Eclipse, or the Blood Pack. You are a freelancer, period. Any questions?
There it is, the Eclipse, that's the one I couldn't remember. So you can go and investigate, but basically they're not going to tell you anything about the location. As far as Archangel's just kind of going to echo what Aria said, where, hey, it's because he's just been messing with their business, trying to shut them down and, you know, do a little good like Aria was saying, but there's no good on Omega. As far as the plan of assault and the Merc Band assault stuff, that's just going to be them saying, so, hey, yeah, we're kind of just going to keep sending you guys at him in ways to distract him until the real Mercs, us, get a chance to take our shot at him and shut all of this down, because they already took out his team that he used to have. So, we're just going to say, I'm ready.
Where do we go?
Just head over to the transport depot outside the club. One of our boys will take you from there. Send in the next one.
Hey, is this where I sign up?
How old are you?
You look a little young to be freelancing as a merc.
I'm old enough. I grew up on Omega. I know how to use a gun.
Yeah, you know enough to get yourself killed.
I can handle myself. Besides, I just spent 50 credits on this pistol and I want to use it.
I don't think so.
Get your money back.
Hey, Woody!
Trust me, kid. You'll thank me later.
Now, if you do not do that Paragon interrupt, I believe that when you go to actually do his mission, that you go and, his mission being Archangel, that you actually go and see a shot of that kid dead, I believe, but I'm not sure. So, if you want to just go straight over there and do Archangel first, then you can go over there, and that's where the transportation is. I'm going to be doing Warden's first, because we'll want to go and get the weapons lab unlocked, so that way we can go ahead and start doing upgrades. Now, any weapons upgrades or like tech upgrades that you find while you are doing actual missions are going to end up in your tech lab. So anytime that you find something on the mission, when you go back to the ship, it'll show it up there for you. So we're going to go ahead and talk to Ken here and get a little bit more Paragon now.
I heard you spoke to Harrod. Thank you so much. At this rate, I'll be off the station in no time.
So you want to say good for you first.
You too.
Now you're like, okay, we got our 50 experience, so now your assignment's complete. But if you go here and give them $1,000,
1,000 credits.
you get more
Get out of
Paragon.
here. Thank you. With this, I can finally continue on my pilgrimage. I'm going to buy my ticket right now. Thank you again.
And then this allows you to get all of this while getting the discount, while getting extra Paragon, so it's just the best way for you to do it. So here's the couplings we needed for the engineers on the Normandy. Then all of your heavy weapon ammo upgrades that you get are going to unlock new heavy weapons for you. So right now all we have is the grenade launcher and the arc projector. And like my favorite one is the collector beam rifle, but there's another one you can get as well that is extremely good, which is the cane, but you have to continue to buy the weapons upgrades to go and unlock those items.
We can use this.
Then this will increase your health consistently, and then this is just a better assault rifle. Now, I'm not planning on using anybody who's got shotguns as part of their loadout, so I'm not gonna bother getting the Geth plasma shotgun and the shotgun damage upgrade there. And so now we're just gonna go back on over here.
Shepard Memorial Plasma Elysium was voted this year's
And this is where the quarantine is at.
Explaining is pointless, human. There's a plague. No. I told you to get lost, lady. The plague has the whole zone quarantined. Nobody gets in.
I'm human, you ass. Humans can't get the plague. Now let me get my stuff out before looters get it.
This thing affects every other race out there. We're not taking chances. Nobody gets in until the plague has run its course.
We can't go in?
So you're saying the slums are completely sealed off?
Finally, a human that can hear. Yes, that's exactly what I'm saying.
You can't keep me out. I'm gonna lose all my stuff.
I'm doing you a favor, human. Anybody in the quarantine zone will be dead from the plague or the gangs in a few weeks.
What do you work... Sorry, not... What? Who do you work for?
I didn't think Omega had any kind of law enforcement. Who gave the order to quarantine the slums?
Fresh off the transport, huh? Aria calls the shots around here. She's got her little blue hands on every business in this district. And a plague is bad for business. She hired us to keep anyone from entering or leaving the quarantine zone.
We can't go in?
So you're saying the slums are completely sealed off?
Finally, a human that can...
You can't keep me out.
Doing you a
and you
favor,
see it's just gonna
human.
keep bouncing back and forth,
Anybody
so you just want to say,
will be
I'm
dead
going
from
in
the
for
plague or the
Morden.
gangs.
There's a Solarian named Morden Solus in the slums. I've got to get in there to find him.
The doctor? Yeah, crazy bastard opened a clinic in the district a few months ago. The Blue Suns weren't too happy when he moved in. I hear Morden's trying to deal with the plague. I wish him luck, but the area is still locked down. Our orders are to wait until either the plague or the Blue Suns kill everyone. Then go in and clean up.
And so then you can go and investigate here and get a little bit of additional information if you want, but it's not going to really tell you too much that you need to know. So what we're going to do is let me in and I'll help.
Listen, you're stuck here until this quarantine is over. That could take weeks. What you really need is to get this problem solved right now. That's what I do. Solve problems. Let me in and I'll get this district straightened out.
You think you can fix this? Why not? Quarantine is more to keep infected people in anyway. I'll radio ahead, tell them you're coming in.
Wait, you're stopping me, but not them? You son of a bitch.
You don't have a grenade launcher, lady.
Yeah.
Get lost.
Fortunately, humans are immune to the plague.
Now if you do have, like if you go and recruit somebody else before you do this mission, it does go and bring this up so that you can take them out of your squad here. And so then you just back on out of here. We're gonna go ahead and is not gonna automatically equip new weapons for you, so you have to go in and assign it there. And then you're good to go, which obviously us and Miranda can't use that, so we are going to exit now and get started with our first little recruitment mission here. And this is kind of how all of the missions are going to go, where you're going to go somewhere to a planet or a part of it or whatever, and you're going to recruit whoever the squad mate is that is there. Let's go ahead and just make sure that all of our guns are on the correct ammo there. So, need to go ahead and reapply those to each of our weapons. That way you're not trying to do it in the middle of combat. And then also, just a little fun fact, if you did not go and use the speech check there, when you come in here, there's guards right there that will actually start shooting at you. If you just kind of like go in there regardless without passing that check, then he won't radio ahead for you.
Don't shoot, they're cleared to come in.
And then, as you can see, we can't really get down over there. Just be looking around for things like the metagel station so you can get credits or replenish your metagel if you needed any. And then, you know, there's nothing over here.
Good luck in there. Blue Suns and Vorcha shooting anything that moves.
So we'll go ahead and just put our sniper rifle on. Let's see. Put our cloak on.
Enemies in front!
We'll go ahead and use warp there. So we're going to go ahead and do energy drain there. And bam. So as you can see, we still deal a fair bit of damage.
Pile the bodies in the street and burn them.
So this is hacking. We had a bypass before, which was where you were pairing up the nodes for the safe. For the hacking, you just go look for the code. And you want to avoid the red ones because it will go and take away one of the matches. Then you do space there if you're on PC. Oh, so see, it goes and it takes one away there. And then you got that right there. And you're good to go. And as you can see, $5,000. Then we're going to talk to that Batarian in a moment. Whenever you see power cells, it goes and it tops off all of your individual weapons ammo as well as giving you additional heavy weapon ammo. And that is the only way really for you to find heavy weapon ammo in the game outside of, you know, you buying your upgrades. There we go. You know, that's just us getting this door open. I'm just not going to get any money. But you can go in here and you can listen to these computer logs.
Tried to claw his way out. Can't say I wouldn't do the same.
So, there's nothing else in here, but you can play the computer logs and you'll just hear the guy as he, you know, is dying of the plague there. We'll go ahead and talk to the Batarian here.
Should have guessed. Bad enough you infect us with this plague. Now you lack the decency to even wait until I die before you come to steal my possessions.
You need help.
Is there anything I can do for you?
Get away from me, human. Your kind has done too much already. Your plague did this to me. Your feigned pity is the final insult.
I'm looking for a Solarian.
I need to find Mordin Solus.
Humans looking for the human sympathizer. I hope the Vorcha burned Mordin and his clinic to the ground. I hope you... I hope... Damn it. Damn you.
Hey, stay with me. This won't cure the plague, but it might help a bit.
Oh, you help me. Why?
I'm here to help.
It's what I do. I don't know if I can find a cure for this plague, but I'm gonna try.
Your words sound sincere. Maybe it's the fever. But as you said, what have I to lose? What do you wish to know?
So you can just investigate, ask about humans in the plague, Mordin and the Vorcha. all that stuff, and they'll kind of just insinuate that there's been a lot of conflict going on with the rival gangs and things like that, and Morden is a no-nonsense kind of guy, so he just protects the people that he feels like protecting, and has, you know, left a few messages, let's just say, to the Vorcha and the Blue Suns to stay away. But we're just gonna go ahead and let this guy know that we're gonna send some help
When I
his
find
way.
Morton, I'll tell him about you. If he has a cure, I'll make sure someone gets it to you.
Thank you. My time is running short, but at least you have given me a flicker of hope to brighten the darkness of my final hours. I don't want to die. Whatever Morton is, I will risk it if he can reach me.
And then that's kind of what he'll insinuate with the how is he dangerous, that he's almost as likely to kill you as the mercs are. But we're gonna get on moving with this. And as you can see there, we got 7 more Paragon. This door you want to bypass because it will get you into a safe and another little thing here so that you can get a little bit more money. Because it's again where someone's gone and locked someone infected in with the plague and allowed them to, you know, pass away.
The Blue Suns came by this morning and did something to my door. Now it won't open. Turned out the circuits maybe. They said they were trying to control the spread of the plague.
So then you have a few options here. You can either walk straight in over there, right into the teeth of things, or you can do what I like to do, which is come on up here and play it out a little bit slower. We'll leave the med kit, I guess, just in case I end up needing to use a metagel here. So you can see there that there is some Blue Suns. So we'll go ahead and do do the overload. So as you can see, even all the way up here, they do deal a little bit of damage with their shotguns. Gotta get a little bit warmed back up here. We'll go ahead and incinerate and use concussive shot. Got him. Go ahead and use energy drain on him. As well as use concussion shot. And we'll do overload again there. Do our tactical cloak. And we'll go over to here. Let's run back and get some ammo here. And so, as you can see, whenever you're dealing headshots, it's going to deal bonus damage to anybody. Let's just do him taken care of. Oh wow, that still wasn't enough, huh? There we go. All done. Didn't have to use any metagel or anything. Now you can just go on down here. And then you can do a little bit of exploring. I don't believe that there's anything over here for you to get. The upgrades for you are going to be over here past where these guys were hiding out. And see, there's nothing over there. You'll always kind of be able to see an outline where there's a spot for you to interact it, kind of like that. where it'll just be grayed out whatever you need to interact with. So then this is where you will meet some of the people who are still running around. So you can see there's somebody hiding over there behind the couch.
God, you're human.
I saw that door open. We thought those Turians had found us.
Get us a nice little $4,000 there. And then you can talk to them, but not really gonna have nothing to say to you. Then over here, when you get around this corner, you will have a assault rifle damage upgrade. If you used any other weapon ammo, you can run over there to get it as well.
Now what's this?
And so like I said, that is going to go back to the research lab that you can't actually access until you have Morden. So that's kind of why we're doing this mission first, just so that we have the ability to continue getting these upgrades.
Incoming!
Now for these Vorcha, you want to make sure that you are
that one hit.
Staying on them, because as you can see there, they will regenerate their health. So unless you one-shot them, or if you have a warp or an ignite on them,
this will put them down.
Then they will just continue to regenerate, or an incinerate will also keep them from doing it. If you hit the pyros with the incinerate, then they will give bonus damage, because they're going to explode, obviously. And then just do a little melee there, give us a little reload. He's almost gone there.
Impressive!
And then whenever you see them do that little animation right there, that is actually them just getting their armor back. So if you ever see that, don't think that you're gonna one-shot them, because they just refilled their whole armor bar. So now we're out of ammo for this, so we want to go ahead. See if we can just go right here. Oop. Thought I had enough time to duck around there, but it's all good. But as you can see, these guys do deal quite a bit of damage, so you do want to be pretty careful how you're taking these engagements, because you will not always have
We got company.
the ability to be sitting over here at the back. I'll go ahead and take that Vorcha on out. So then whenever they're like that, that means they're gonna explode. So always recommend just shooting the tank when you have one of them. Same thing as before, we're just gonna go through there. And then you concussive him. Don't really want to try to use your power from this far away, because it might not be locked on. Let's get on over this way. Just try to get that takes care of that good. So whenever you see the red like that, that should be someone that you can one shot. You just gotta get the headshot. Because that, when they do their little armor regen ability, that's actually weaker than the armor that they have when they're just sitting there innately. It's good. We'll do warp and incinerate there. So then, now that you have incinerated him, now you're going to continue to regenerate his health.
Incoming!
Incinerate concussive shot.
Heads up!
Eat that!
Boom. Go right here. And as you can see, now we are back to having some ammo for our sniper rifle. That guy's a pyro. You really want to be careful when the pyros are hiding around the corner like that, because
Watch the Krogan!
we're gonna have to just get him down there.
I've got no shields.
Now we got that guy. We'll just hit him with the trifecta here.
It seems we've crossed into Vulture territory.
The Blue Suns have given up a lot of turf. Just what I like to see.
And so then, same as before, once you go and do this, you can just go back through the area, make sure you're not missing any upgrades or things like that. Or missing out on any safes. So then this is another interaction with people who are still here.
We got here first.
So you can talk to these
Hey,
guys.
what did I say? We found this stuff. It's ours.
Ah, forget it. Nothing but junk in here. This place is worse than the last one.
I'm looking for someone.
Do you know a Solarian named Morton Solus?
Yeah, I know him. Got a clinic right around the corner. Take plenty of ammo if you go that way. It's crawling with Blue Suns and Vulture.
Then you can investigate, but again, not really going to give you
stay here for a
anything
while.
that
Get some
you
rest.
don't already
We got a
know.
big day tomorrow. Still plenty of apartments that need our special cleaning services.
We'll put our rifle back on. So then we got right there. And so then you will notice that, unlike in Mass Effect 1, where everybody that you were going to fight was pretty much there at the beginning, here it's a little bit more of a wave style system, so always be careful to make sure that everything's completely cleared out before running up there. And here's the clinic guard.
No funny business once you're in the clinic, unless you want to deal with those mechs.
So then, here you can talk to the receptionist, you can change your loadout if you so desire. You can get some metagel if you need it, can't go through that.
Professor, we're running low on epoxy.
Use Milano.
You go
Plenty on
right
hand.
there.
Almost as good. Causes cramping in Batarians. Supplement with
That is where Morden is. As you can see, we got some palladium there. And you notice how I was saying that EZO will always be small, but everything else will usually be like about 1,000, because it's not as rare. And we also got a metal gel capacity upgrade, as I'm sure you saw there. So when you go back to the ship, like I said, it'll be in the research terminal that we'll now have access to, since we are getting Morden. Now, something they got a little bit away from for the most part was the you walk in and immediately trigger a cutscene in this one. You usually now have to go actually interact with the person. So let's talk to Morden.
Professor Morton Solus?
Don't recognize you from Aria. Too well armed to be refugees, no mercenary uniform, quarantine still in effect. Here for something else? Vorcha? Crew to clean them out? Unlikely. Vorcha a symptom, not a cause. The plague? Investigating possible use as bioweapon? No. Too many guns, not enough data, equipment. Soldiers, not scientists. Yes. Hired guns, maybe. Looking for someone. Yes, but who? Someone important, valuable.
Relax, Morton. I'm Commander Shepard, and I came here to find you. I'm on a critical mission, and I need your help.
Mission? What mission? No. Too busy. Clinic understaffed. Plague spreading too fast. Who sent you?
So, if you want to be coy, you can say a secret organization, but Morden's well-informed and intelligent enough that he knows that it's Cerberus, so you might as well just come out and say it.
Ever heard of an organization called Cerberus?
Crossed paths on occasion. Thought they only worked with humans. Why request Salarian aid?
We're after the Collectors.
I'm on a mission to shut down the Collectors, and I need your help.
Collectors? Interesting. Plague hitting these slums is engineered. Collectors one of few groups with technology to design it. Our goals may be similar. But must stop plague first. Already have a cure. Need to distribute it at Environmental Control Center. Vorcha guarding it. Need to kill them.
I'll take care of it.
I'll get in and deal with the Vorcha.
That sounded troubling.
Vorcha have shut down environmental systems. Trying to kill everyone. Need to get power back on before district suffocates. Here, take plague cure. Also, bonus in good faith, weapon from dead Blue Sun's mercs. May come in handy against Vorcha. One more thing. Daniel, one of my assistants, went into Vorcha territory looking for victims. Hasn't come back.
I'll keep an eye out.
If I see him, I'll do what I can to help.
Thank you. Told him not to go. But he's smart. Bright future, I hope.
And then this is where you can send him back to the Batarian there.
I found a Batarian plague victim near the entrance to the neighborhood. Can you send someone to help him?
Risky. Blue Sun's Vorcha still battling. District not secure. See what I can do.
And then you can continue to go and investigate, but he's just going to kind of tell you how rough it's been in the area, but that he knows what he's doing. I should go.
Let's head for the environmental plant.
And then whenever you get a new weapon like this, it tells you when you receive it on the mission, hey, these are the crew members that can use it. Which, it should auto-equip it for you most of the times. Like I said, unless you're purchasing it over there in the shop, but you can always come right on over here and you can just look at your loadout and see, hey, yep, I've got it, Miranda's got it, and that's all you really gotta worry about. So then you're gonna come over to this side. We got 7 more Paragon, and go on out the side entrance, which the hand cannon is basically a massive upgrade. So we're gonna go ahead and do the tactical cloak here to get that little bonus damage. So you want to go ahead and, like I said, try to focus down the pyros as quick as you can. Because those guys will basically insta-kill you if they ever get into melee range. It is not very close at all. Go ahead and do concussive and
Sit down!
Also want to try to focus down Krogan pretty quickly, just because, again, they get into melee range with you. Not really gonna be the best thing for you.
Incoming Krogan! This'll put him down!
Because the other thing about this is that the enemy already has weapons upgrades and we do not.
Firing now.
Go ahead and put our pistol away.
Right between the eyes.
Then, as you can see, we got more coming. like I said, whenever they're far away like that, you don't want to be using your powers. You want to be using your squad mates, because there's insta-hit even from that far away. Incinerate. Get the warp there. And then concussive shot, and good to go. But so the reason that we went and got that assault rifle for Zaid there, that I'm sure you guys noticed, is because it's actually better against armor. Because armor takes more damage from slower firing weapons. There we go. We'll sneak around this way. We're gonna go ahead and take it off of our sniper rifle and put it on our pistol. Go ahead and go here.
This will put them down.
Go ahead and do our incendiary again. Go ahead and incinerate concussive shot. Do warp on the pyro. And like I said, if they start getting close to you right there, just back it up. Do yourself a favor, just back it up. Because you don't win those. Like on normal or casual, like the lower difficulties, you know, maybe you have a better chance to just sit there and tank it, but not if you're doing what we're doing and playing on Insanity. It's not even close. Because basically as soon as they touch you, it takes your shield down, and whenever your shields go down, you get staggered, and then you are stuck in that animation until you die. Only the Metagel station over here. Then nothing over on the... Oh, wait, there is something right here. I never noticed that before. So, we did get the hacking module, so that doubles the time. Unless Chris goes and immediately goes over something. That you have to go and find all of the correct segments of code there. So you just kind of look for the most identifiable stuff. And then you're good to go. If you do go over the 3 red lines, then it kicks you out. And I don't believe you can go back in to hack it again. Got another bank terminal here. Now sometimes you get lucky like that where if you notice everything fast, you can get it pretty quick. But so, as you can see there, we got quite a bit of money out of this, and that's why I wasn't really too concerned about giving the $1,000 to our Quarian buddy there. I think it's actually this one. Yeah,
I'm telling you the truth. I work for Morden at the clinic. I came here to help you.
We know you're spreading the plague virus. We saw the vials in your bag.
No, those vials contain the cure. Please. You have to believe me.
Maybe we should cut off your fingers. That should loosen your... Look out! Don't move. One more step and we kill your friend.
Nobody needs to die here.
I know you're scared of the Vorcha, the plague, but this man isn't to blame. If he was spreading the virus, why would he come into Vorcha territory? They're immune.
He's right. It doesn't make any sense. If we release the prisoner, we can go.
You have my word on it.
Let him go. You got what you wanted, human. Are we free to go?
Yes, you can go.
We had a deal.
Human nobility. I didn't know such a thing existed.
Thank you. I thought they were gonna kill me. Did Morden send you to find me?
He needs you.
The professor could use your help right now. He's got too many patients and not enough volunteers.
Yeah, okay. I'll go right away. Thanks again. I owe you, well, everything.
So another little mid-drill thing there. 5 more Paragon. And that's all you got right there. And then if you still needed more ammo, you got it right here. There's a little small combat
Enemies
right
in front!
here. Go ahead and warp. So as you can see, them having the extra added defenses there can make it a lot more challenging for you in combat, just because you have to take the time to get those defenses off, especially for the Vorcha, who have the ability to regenerate those defenses with their little abilities. So that's why if you layer it like that to just focus one of them, it can be a lot easier for you. Nothing over there for us, so we're just going to keep it moving. Right here is where you definitely want to have your sniper, because you have a bunch of rocket guys basically, and they'll just continue to go out right here in these little corridors basically. So if you just wait until they come up. And you can just go and wait right there, because so as long as somebody's kind of hit them ahead of time, you don't really need the bonus damage from the tactical cloak there. But if no one has hit the person you're shooting at yet, then you'll want to make sure. So he's right there, so I probably want to use our pistol for him.
I'll kill you. Hostiles incoming.
So we're not going to use our ability just yet. Now we will. Now that he's stunned and he can't just keep hitting us. So there is still the one right down here. Bye. And now we're good to go. I don't think... yeah, we got one little bit of ammo up here. And so then, you know, if you're concerned, you can just keep pressing shift to make sure that nobody else is coming up. But there'll still be more people, I believe, when you come down. If memory serves. There's nothing over here for this. But you can just be fighting down here if you want. I just find it's better for you if you're up there, especially on the higher difficulties. Because then it gives you a little bit more time to react to them, and you have more covered. free advice here, don't come in here with the sniper rifle, because there's not room here. So, in that instance there, we went ahead and focused down the Vorcha, even though we had...
Sit down!
The Krogan there. The reason for that was because since they had the assault rifles and they were stacked up like that, we didn't want them to get in a position to just be laying down fire on us, because we weren't going to be able to win that if the Krogan was pressing in on us.
The environmental controls should be nearby. We need to insert the cure, then reactivate the fans.
Now this next part, we're going to want to be back on the sniper, because there's going to be some distance shooting required.
You don't come here. We shut down machines, break fans. Everyone choke and die. Then collectors make us strong.
Why are you doing this?
What do the collectors want?
Collectors want plague. You work for Doctor. Turn on machines. Put cure in air. We kill you first.
Hostiles.
So go ahead and... There we go. So you see, even if they don't seem to be focusing us, they can basically take down our shields almost immediately.
Good shot!
Scan the room. The central control system is in an alcove in the center of the back wall. You can inject the cure and reinitialize the systems there.
Now, that was the easy part, as they say.
Excellent. The cure is in place. Now we need to reactivate the fans.
You've got all of these guys to come over and fight.
Located the fan controls. There are two, one on either side of the room. You're in now.
There we go. Now, something that can kind of get you into trouble if you're not paying attention is do not go into the tactical cloak thinking, oh, I can cloak and regenerate. Your shields do not regenerate while you're cloaked. If you look right here, it doesn't tell you this, but you don't regenerate your shields while you're cloaked. So if you cloak at 1 HP, you will be at 1 HP until you're able to get to some cover once you've unshielded. And those guys will just keep on spawning on the other sides over here, so just, you know, take your time. And then you just have, you know, more wave stuff going on over here. Go ahead and hit them with that incinerator. Okay, forgot that we interrupted our thing there. Go ahead and hit him with incinerate, so that way we can get the explosion there. Hit with a warp there. Then incinerate.
Enemy down!
And then once you get a little bit closer, then they'll stop, you know, spawning. But if you just run up here, they will just keep spawning
This
the
fan
entire
is powering
time.
back up. Still need to activate the other one.
Reload us.
Shields have failed.
Eyes, man, my eyes. let's just do our cloak here.
Nice shot.
There we go. Now you will notice that your cloak does have a long cooldown, so if you're going to be playing around your cloak, just be prepared that you're going to need to pace your fight out a little bit slower. Which, your shield's going down a lot is one of the things that makes the Sentinel class a little bit overpowered. If you're going to do a Sentinel playthrough, because every time that your shields go down when you are a Sentinel, you purge all of these electric currents over there through your suit. Okay, so we got them coming up behind us here. So we need to make sure that we go ahead and get this guy down.
Now let's finish you off.
Heads up! Charging!
There you go. Whenever you kill one of the Krogan, they basically will always drop ammo. Whoa. So you will also notice there that unless you take out their armor, you don't get the explosion on the pyros. So just something to be mindful of. And so then, just gotta wait for this to come up so that we can get the one-shots off on them. Eventually, once we get more of our upgrades for our damage, for our sniper rifles and everything, then we might not have that problem. But for right now, just gotta play around it, unfortunately. Just because of the distance of the shot there.
How's that one? Enemy down.
Oh, coward, am I?
Firing now.
So dropped his armor now. Need to swap to our heavy pistol. Go ahead and compressor shot him. Incinerate warp. So you got somebody shooting at Zaid from down there. Incinerate warp again. And we are good to go. Incinerate.
There we go.
Concussive. And that is gonna be at the end of the mission right here.
Both fans are online. Morden should be pleased.
Environmental systems engaged. Airborne viral levels dropping. Patients improving. Vorcha retreating. Well done, Shepard. Thank you.
And thank you from me as well. Those Batarians would have killed me. For a second there, I thought you were going to shoot them even after they let me go.
I'm not like that.
I made a promise to spare them if they let you go. I honor my promises.
Merciful of you. Risky. Would have killed them myself.
Professor, how can you say that? You're a doctor. You believe in helping people.
Lots of ways to help people. Sometimes heal patients, sometimes execute dangerous people. Either way helps. Go check on the patients. Lots of work to do. Think about what I said. Good kid, bit naive. He'll learn. Letting him take over the clinic. Should be able to handle it now that Vorcha are gone.
So, as you can see, Morden has a very different approach to things than a traditional doctor would. Will you join me then?
We've cured the plague. Are you ready to help stop the collectors?
Yes. Unexpected to be working with Cerberus. Many surprises. Just need to finish up here at the clinic. Won't take long. Meet you at your ship. Looking forward to it.
And so then you can stay if you want, but if you already hit everything before you left first, then you're already good to go.
We're heading out. See you on the Normandy.
And then this is when you go back into the little briefing room that I showed you guys and the little ship tour of last time. And so then if you ever find research and things like that, it always tells you. And it also tells you, hey, because you get this flat little Cerberus fee right here, the 25k, and then you found 23 grand, so hey, you made 50 grand on that mission. Not too shabby.
Welcome to the Normandy, Professor. It's an honor to have you on board.
Yes, very exciting. Cerberus working with aliens. Unexpected. Elusive man branching out, maybe? Not so human-centric.
You know the Elusive Man?
You're very well informed.
Solarian government well-connected espionage experts had top-level clearance once, retired now. Still, hear things. Informed of name only, no knowledge of man behind it. Anti-alien reputation listed as problematic.
Cerberus hasn't changed.
Don't kid yourself, Professor. Humans still come first in the Elusive Man's eyes. But this mission is too big for them to handle alone.
The Collectors are abducting human colonists out on the fringes of Terminus space.
Not simple abductions. Wouldn't need me for simple.
Entire colonies disappear without a trace. No distress signals are sent out. There are no signs of any kind of attack. There's virtually no evidence that anything unusual happened at all. Except that every man, woman, and child is gone.
Gas, maybe? No, spreads too slow.
You don't have to sit there and guess. We collected samples from one of the colonies. I'd like you to analyze them and figure out how the Collectors did this.
Yes, of course. Analyze the samples. Going to need a lab.
There's a fully equipped lab on the combat deck, Professor Solis. If you find anything lacking, please place a requisition order.
Who's that? Pilot? No. Synthesized voice. Simulated emotional inflections. Could it be? No. Maybe. Have to ask. Is that an AI?
Yes.
This ship is equipped with an artificial intelligence.
An AI on board. Non-human crew members. Cerberus more desperate than I thought.
The Collectors have taken tens of thousands of colonists. We'll do whatever we have to do to find and stop them.
Yes, of course. Can't risk being captured like colonists need to identify, neutralize technology, need samples. Which way to the lab?
Follow me, Professor.
And so as you can see, we have about 18 different ones here that we have unlocked, as well as some new researches now that we have the professor on board. But that is actually where we are going to go ahead and end the episode for today, guys. So as always, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye-bye.
This